Skipper!
What are you picking up?
Unidentified object, sir. Bearing 180, range 2,000 yards.
I don't know.
Fast propellers dead astern, sir.
What is it, Lee?
There's a sub on our tail. Sparks. Unidentified submarine approaching. Make a signal to her. Request an identification.
Aye, sir.
That's funny. I didn't think there was a vessel within 100 miles of us.
Torpedoes approaching from the stern.
Hard left rudder. Sound general quarters.
Battle stations. All hands rig for attack.
That was close. Ready aft torpedoes.
Missile room ready aft tubes 3 and 4.
Aye, sir. Tubes 3 and 4.
Sparks, what answer?
None, sir. They don't acknowledge our signal.
Torpedoes approaching, bearing 105.
Hard right rudder.
Aye, sir.
Missile room, prepare to fire.
Missile room aye. Aft tubes 3 and 4 loaded and ready to fire, sir.
Very well. Fire 3.
3 fired, sir.
Fire 4.
4 fired, sir.
Missed.
Those were homing torpedoes. How could we miss?
They've got neutralizing equipment, obviously. Chip, take all out evasive action.
Aye, sir. Full dive in all planes.
Full dive all planes.
We're not shaking him. That's a pretty fair skipper out there.
I'm not sure there's anybody on that sub.
A drone?
Well, if it is and it locks in on you, they're impossible to shake.
Still with us.
You can't shake him.
You're right. It must be a drone.
Missile room, prepare to fire ultrasonics.
Aye, sir.
Ultrasonics, Lee. You don't have authorization to use that word.
Then I'll make my own authorization. Missile room, let me know when you're ready to fire.
Ready in 10 seconds, sir.
Two more torpedoes, port side.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder.
Ultrasonic weapon ready to fire, sir.
Fire!
Sea, starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
I've got the full damage control report. We came through the attack in good shape.
Do you see any reason why we can't go through with the automation test?
No structural reason.
Meaning you don't approve of the whole business?
I just don't like the idea of laying the subguard with only a handful of civilians aboard.
Well, don't worry, Chip. The Admiral and I will be on hand to keep in line. Now, look. Set a course for the shipyard. Proceed at standard.
Aye, aye, sir. Navigation, come to course 015, all ahead standard.
Aye, sir.
Sparks, I want to send a coded message to Admiral Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Send in care of Glenn Carter, President, Submersible Boat Division, International Shipbuilders Incorporated.
Yes, sir. Go on.
All right. Proceeding to shipyard on schedule to pick up test party. En route, we were attacked by hostile drone sub and destroyed same. Suggest query of naval intelligence as to possible motive and origin of attack. Unless we hear to the contrary, we'll release crew for shore leave when your party comes aboard. End transmission.
Our drone was destroyed. Now what?
Oh, that plan was a weak one at best. That's why I ordered the attack on Seaview. If our drone couldn't sink one solitary submarine, how could it possibly hope to penetrate the defenses that will surround that peace ship?
Our orders were specific. The peace ship must be destroyed at any cost.
It will be, but in a more subtle way. Now, the peace ship will heave to in this area. All around it, picket ships. After all, with the heads of 7 major governments on board, the precautions will be beyond precedent. No strange vessel could possibly hope to penetrate the area.
There must be some way. If we permit that peace treaty to be signed...
There is a way. We'll penetrate the area with the one ship that's beyond suspicion. Seaview.
Seaview?
The test Captain Crane mentioned in his report, sea trials of Seaview's new automated equipment. The test crew he mentioned will consist only of Nelson, Crane, and 8 scientists. One of those scientists works for us. See how easy?
I don't dig this. Now, why should the Admiral turn the ship over to a handful of eggheads?
What's the difference? It's just a test. They'll be back in the morning.
The way I look at it, we can't win. If the test is a success, they'll probably cut down on the number of crew, right? No more work.
Suppose it isn't a success.
No more Seaview, and we're still out of work.
Come off it, Ski. Look at the bright side. On account of this test, we've got ourselves a nice shore liberty. And I've got myself a little trial run of my own, all set up and waiting.
Now hear this. All hands be prepared to depart on shore leave.
That's us! Come on!
That's it, Lee. All personnel now ashore.
Good. The test crew's coming aboard now.
Well, I better get ashore myself. Good luck, Lee.
Have a good liberty.
That's one thing you don't have to worry about.
Well, Captain Crane is just aft in the control room there. Skipper? This lady got separated from the rest of her party.
Oh, thanks, Kowalski. Better take off for your liberty.
Aye, yes, sir.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Captain Crane, I'm Ava Winters.
Oh, yes. Admiral Nelson's spoken about you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I tried to find the Admiral, but I seem to have missed him.
Oh, yes. He's still topside with some of the other civilians who are coming along.
Tell me, Captain, how do you feel about having a group of total strangers running your ship?
Well, I don't know. It should be an interesting experiment.
Say the least. Well, since the Admiralty is busy, I think I'll go to my cabin. I've been assigned to B.
That's right. I'll show you the way.
No, that's all right. I guess the Admiral forgot to tell you. I'm one of the architects who helped design the sea view, so I'll find my own way. Thank you.
Good. Good. I'll relay the information. Where's the embassy? Our agent is aboard Seaview. Plan is in operation. 24 hours, that peace ship will be on the bottom.
We'll be underway in 5 minutes for our colors run, Harry.
Only had time for a quick look around, Gran, but from what I've seen, Seaview is as good as new.
With the new equipment we've added, she'll be better than new. You'll say so yourself when we turn it back to you.
He's talking about all the automation gear he and Chandler have installed, Admiral. Their ambition is not to build ships, but to make sailors obsolete.
We're not trying to make sailors obsolete. Now, this vessel can be handled by one man with the equipment it has now.
You'll have a chance to prove that in this test run, with only 10 technicians aboard and none of the regular crew.
All clear topside.
Will you take her out, Captain?
With pleasure, Mr. Carter.
Now, let me check to be sure all departments are ready, and then we'll be underway.
Harry, we had any word from Naval Intelligence yet?
About the bombing? No, not a thing.
It was a deliberate attack, but no one's figured it out yet.
Or they won't admit they have. All I know is a submarine like this isn't sabotaged by friends. When you have an enemy, you fight him.
Yeah, but Judd, if you don't know who your enemy is, then how do you fight him?
Captain.
Oh, yes, Miss Stewart, isn't it?
Tracy Stewart.
Yes.
I'm in charge of computer programming and
I know.
I'll also be handling whatever communications we'll be having during these tests. This just came in.
Oh, thank you. Yes, from the peace ship.
The treaty will be signed with the peace ship at dead stop midway across the Pacific.
Hopefully.
Also, no other vessel should come within 50 miles of that area.
Well, that figures. You know, we have 7 heads of state aboard. Oh, Chandler, will you make certain that the automatic guidance system keeps us out of the area of the peace ship?
Well, we'll be over 100 miles from these coordinates at our closest position, Captain.
And the system is self-corrected in case we should run into overly strong drift currents, you understand?
Good. Thank you.
Ready, Captain?
Yes, just about. Reactor control, this is the captain. Reactor control, this is the captain.
This is reactor control.
Are you ready to get underway, Klaus?
Yes, Captain.
Very well, thank you. Engine room?
Engine room, go ahead.
Are you ready to answer bells, Rook?
Don't have to. Chandler's automated the system to respond to your operator signals.
Fine. I'll stay with dead slow and steady until we're ready to run tests.
Roger.
Feet.
We're scheduled to stop our descent at 5,800 feet, but I think we'll eventually reach 6,000.
5,700 feet.
Chandler, what about the automatic ballast control?
The system is green, Captain.
5,800 feet. Holding at 5,800 feet.
Hey, let's go back up.
Kill the main switches.
Chandler, switch to backup systems.
I'm trying. They won't respond. I'll check the circles.
Engines winding down. Reactor's beginning to cool off.
We're dead in the water. Depth, 5,100 feet.
Can we get to the surface?
Not a chance. Nothing works.
Not even the radio.
Look
at the power plant.
You all right?
I'm fine. But what happened upstairs?
We don't know yet. Maybe Rourke can tell us. Stay here. Lee. He's dead. He crashed in one of the turbines. Get Dr. Templeton.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here, at the reactor control panel.
That door leads right into the engine room. Didn't you see or hear anything?
I don't like what you're implying. And I want to remind you there is another door to the engine room on the other side.
That's enough. It was an accident.
Of course it was an accident. But I object strongly to this kind of questioning.
Well, it certainly isn't helping us to get this submarine underway again. I suggest we all go to our stations and try to trace the trouble. Two murders. It seems to me the important thing is the motive. Why? Why is one of us trying to kill the others?
Well, maybe it isn't one of us. Maybe there's someone else on board.
Lee, you and I will search the vessel. Doctor?
Chandler, let's get Klaus over to sick bay.
Glenn, give him a hand. The rest of you stay here and stay together until we get back. Dear. Control room. Control room.
The main steam line's being channeled into the system.
It's a low-pressure line. It'll never take a full load. It'll explode.
Chandler was right. Whoever the murderer is, he's just getting started.
Just hope there's enough powder in these to blow open this hatch.
What was that explosion?
Somebody tried to kill us. Where's Strober?
I don't know.
I told you to stay here.
I didn't go anywhere.
We've searched every compartment in this ship but your cabin.
The door was locked. Do you want to come down and open it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Lee, you round up the others and keep them here.
Tracy?
You frighten me.
I know. I guess we're all a little bit edgy.
I can't seem to do anything for myself. I'm afraid of my own shadow. Thank you.
You shouldn't be here alone. Not until we know who the killer is.
Do you have any idea who it might be?
None.
I'm frightened.
Nothing. What are you doing here, Judd?
You startled me, Harry. I was just looking for you.
But I thought you were going to stay with Ava and Tracy.
I thought I'd try to find an auxiliary radio in the storeroom. When I passed your lab, I noticed the door was open. I knew you'd keep it locked, so...
I want to know what happened, and I want the truth. Is that understood? Arthur, you and Dr. Templeton took Carter to sick bay. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. We put the body onto one of the bunks.
And then what?
Well, then I started to get sick. I had to excuse myself.
You didn't look sick to me.
Now, don't you try and put the blame off on me. Now, you told me to go. You were the one who stayed in that room alone with Carter.
Now forget it. No one's accusing anyone yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tracy, where were you?
I never left this room.
I found her here, Admiral.
Alone.
That's right.
And no one can be sure you never left here, can they? I know you were wandering around. Ava, you were in the control room.
Yes, I was.
Or were you just coming back from the control room?
I was about to leave the control room. I'd been alone long enough.
No, I can't stand this. I mean, I just can't. We're all sitting around here talking, asking questions. And one of us is a cold-blooded murderer. Now, this is pointless. We're doomed. We gotta get off this submarine. No, Admiral. Isn't there some way?
Not from this depth.
We could take the flying sub.
You know as well as I do, we can't launch her without power.
Well, how about the mini-sub? That could be launched manually.
Forget it. Wouldn't last 30 seconds at this depth.
When Chandler left you alone with Carter, what happened?
Carter said he was going back to the control room.
said it made his flesh crawl to be in the same room with two dead men.
And that's the last you saw of him?
That's right.
Where is Chandler? Can't you stop it? He'll be killed.
There's nothing I can do without power. It's made to release from the submarine emergency, and there's no way I can bring it back in. Let's go to the control room. See if the monitor works on auxiliary power. Mercuric cyanide. Coffee in this pot must be full of it. You all know what mercuric cyanide is. Judd?
I don't know anything about poisons.
Tracy?
Chemistry was my worst subject, Adam.
Curic cyanoxide, HgOlN2. It'd be a soluble powder, probably tasteless and odorless.
And you know what it is?
Well, I could deduce some of its properties, but I don't know what it is or what it's used for.
Claim that none of you ever use mercuric cyanide. But I can tell you that all of you have used it many times. Liquid soldering flux.
All right, we've all used soldering flux, but no one thinks of it as a poison.
No one but the murderer, obviously. It's empty.
Poor Arthur was right. We don't have a chance. We're all going to be killed.
Someone's trying to kill us all one by one. Why? Why? What does he want?
Deceive you, of course.
Well, assuming that's the case, there must be a reason.
He? How do we know it isn't a woman?
Well, whoever it is, we have to know why. Lee, can you give me a picture in our position?
Yes, a rough approximation.
Oh, as close as you can. And you two go along with Captain Craig. John, give me a hand here. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that I was positive Templeton was our man.
Why?
I was an intellectual oddball. I never could trust a man like that. I'll wait for you outside.
Stoller. Stoller! 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 All right, stop. Get it off me.
I was just going to help you.
I'll let you help the others. You pulled the hinge pin.
No, Harry, no.
And where did you go after you left sick bay?
I went to my cabin to get a pack of cigarettes. I don't have to answer your questions, Nelson. I will not have my integrity questioned by you or anyone else. Do you understand?
I understand there are only 5 of us left, and one of us is a murderer. Discounting Crane and myself, that leaves you and the women. I don't think a woman could have pulled this off. That leaves you. You're my prime suspect, Stover. Now get up. And don't do anything that'll make me shoot first and ask questions afterwards. Sit down, Archer. Hey? What's our position?
As far as I can figure out, just about here.
Tracy, where's the P-ship?
Coordinate 4758.
50 miles away.
And drifting closer every hour.
Now I know why the murderer wanted Seaview.
To torpedo the P-ship. That's why Seaview was sabotaged in the first place.
I'm going to make certain that Seaview's torpedoes are not used against the P-ship.
What's so funny?
Don't you realize that our killers don't want the Seaview or her torpedoes? He wants our nuclear missiles.
We're going to destroy those too. Go ahead. Come over here, Tracy. Sit down. Brace yourself. There's going to be a little explosion.
I suggest you ask Ava that question. She knows what I mean. She's been killing us off one by one so she can deliver the Seaview and her missiles to whoever she's working for. Now that she's failed, she knows they'll kill her.
You know that isn't true, Harry.
But he doesn't need proof to make an accusation.
Really? Take a look in her purse.
Oh, Harry.
You call this proof, Judd?
What more do you need? She slipped that gun out of the cabinet and into her purse. Why? To kill us, that's why.
I felt sick and I wanted to go to my cabin and I wanted something to protect me.
booby trap, Admiral.
I'll need a first aid kit.
Want me to get it, Admiral?
Come in here.
No, I'll get it.
Let me look at you. Here, lean back.
How is it?
Probable concussion. It's treatment.
Can you handle it?
My father was a country doctor, Admiral. I was the only nurse he had.
All right, go ahead. Well, where's Eva?
She's in her room.
Who is it?
Nelson. I just wanted to see if you were all right.
I thought I'd try and get a little rest.
When you wake up, stay here. Call me in the control room. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Have you figured out which one of us set the booby trap yet?
No.
Perhaps I can be of some help. Here, take a look at this. Looks like the detonator was built from a computer part, doesn't it?
It's a relay cell.
You'd know more about that than I would. But there's someone aboard who knows computers almost as well as you do. Tracy Stewart.
Just a minute, Tracy. See that?
It's just a mild sedative. What'd you think it was? Cyanide?
All right, go ahead.
Are you sure you don't suspect me either?
Don't be silly.
Reactor circuits?
Operational.
Control circuits.
Operational.
Buoyancy control circuits?
Operational.
It's impossible. Every circuit on the boat is operational and nothing works. Hello? Hello? It's Ava. Ava! Ava!
Admiral, I was asleep. I can't tell you if anyone left the control room.
And neither can I. I was working. Anyone could have left for a minute or two.
That door's open. It leads into your cabin.
This is ridiculous. None of us left the front of the boat after Ava went to her room. You may have been asleep. And you may have been lost in your work, but I was awake and fully aware of everything that was going on around me. And I tell you, none of us had a chance to kill Ava.
One of us did.
Couldn't she have killed herself? Chandler did.
Chandler didn't kill himself. He was trying to get away in the mini-sub.
Then, who killed her, Admiral? rack circuits check out.
Switch is on.
No, nothing.
Keep trying. We gotta find out what's wrong.
Tracy, let's start over from the beginning. I think I found something. Look here.
Somebody's been tampering with the main power line. See, these wires have been disconnected and
Admiral!
Can't you do something?
10,000 volts, there's nothing to do.
He's dead. These wires have been stripped. It was deliberate. One of you killed him. What is it?
I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Where's Stroller?
He was right behind me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't.
Why did you do it?
I swear.
Now look, only two of us are alive in the ship. I didn't do it. You did.
I swear, it wasn't me.
You tell me the truth now. Why did you do it?
I swear, it wasn't me. It wasn't. Please believe me.
Moving up to the surface.
I know. We're in the area of the peace ship. Gotta get out of here.
Who could it possibly be?
understand.
Yes, Captain Crane. Arthur Chandler. You're wondering how I got off the mini-sub. Well, I was never on it. And now I'm gonna destroy the peace ship with Seaview's torpedoes.
Why you had to pretend you were dead?
Well, Lee and I figured that the killer was watching us all the time.
How?
Oh, probably from the ventilation system. It runs from one end of the submarine to the other.
We planned my accident so he'd forget about me and I'd be ready when he's made his move.
Oh, why weren't you killed when you touched the wire?
Oh, that? Well, before I touched it, I switched from a 10,000-volt circuit to one of lesser voltage. Result? Nothing but sparks.
Well, I do wish you two had let me in on it. For a moment there, I thought you were going to kill me.
I almost did.